I believe Overwatch 2's meta is at a point of no return. The game is a fucking mess. Who's in charge? Every game, the heroes people choose to play are completely based off the meta right now, more than it's ever been in the game ever. It makes it frustrating, it makes the game even repetitive in a way, and they need to do something about it quickly. Here is the problem. When Overwatch 2 launched, they added 3 heroes simultaneously into competitive play. This meant that the meta really didn't have any time to adjust to the newer characters, but instead had to adjust to 3 new characters at a time. Never had a problem like this in Overwatch history. Towards the end of Overwatch 1, there was actually almost balance. Characters haven't been added for a while, it was 6v6, we got used to it. But when Overwatch 2 decided to add 3 new characters and make the game 5v5, that changed everything. Ever since the game release, it's been a fucking playground out there. I don't think they even look at their own patch notes. But you actually have to be aware of how detrimental this is to the gameplay. For example, right now Hog is OP as shit, right? One-shotting everybody, it's annoying. The only character played is Tank right now. But in 2 weeks, they're gonna nerf him to dog shit. Taking away his one-shot ability, who's gonna play him after that? We have so many characters in the game that are never played. When was the last time you genuinely saw a good diva on your team? When was the last time you saw someone play Junker Queen efficiently? Who's playing Brig at all? The pick rate has to be below 0. Lucio right now is a throw pick. What is going on? I'll tell you what's going on. It's too fucking hard. It's too hard to actually balance out all these characters consistently. What this creates is an Overwatch loop meta. No longer does the meta really matter because characters are going to be good and bad and good and bad. It's just a matter of when they are and when they're not. Everyone will be good sometimes, everyone will be bad sometimes. It depends on the meta's loop. This is what happens when 1, your development team's shit, and 2, when you just have a ton of characters. See, once Overwatch started getting past 30, 31 characters, now we're in the 35 range. All of them having their own 4 abilities, it's so hard to make all of that equal, and all of that feel fair for everybody in every rank. What this leads to is Overwatch feeling the same a lot, and annoying a lot. But I'm a believer that there is a solution. The solution is to add more skillful characters to the game. The way you verify if your game is balanced is if all the pick rates are relatively evenly spaced, as they should be. But there's going to be characters that take a percentage of the community without necessarily ever relying on the meta. These are characters like Widowmaker that take a lot of skill. Characters like Junker Queen. Characters like Zenyatta. These characters aren't necessarily bad. They can be extremely effective, but only when in the hands of skillful players who are good at them. This is what they need to keep adding. Instead of characters who everyone can generally play. Everyone can play Kiriko. Everyone can play Ramattra, but not everybody can play Genji. Not everybody can play Ana. This cuts off a natural percent of the player base for these heroes. When you add a new character that actually requires you to have an IQ that's higher than a rock, you don't have to worry about balancing that character as frequently because they're strong. You just have to know how to use them. And this, unfortunately, is not most characters in Overwatch. Most characters are straightforward and do not require that much skill. If they want to keep adding heroes that everyone can play and eventually Overwatch hits a hero limit of 40, 42, we're looking at a game that is just going to be a mess forever, and that's going to completely take the fun out of it. Now, while the solution can technically backfire because you could end up having a fuck ton of people who play these really skillful heroes and are really good, but it's still better than having genuinely OP heroes that anybody can play. I'd rather a skilled community fuck me over than a shitty community that's just using easy heroes. Overall, this Overwatch 2 loop is looking pretty bad. While it still can be saved by really precise tuning to the characters, I can already tell by how much the characters are fluctuating in pick rates every time there's a huge patch that they are basically just compensating heroes that they think needed at the time. Everybody will be buffed and debuffed and buffed and debuffed. There's always going to be bullshit. And I think we're going to see this in the next coming months especially. Guys, let me know what you think of the current Overwatch 2 meta and how it's going for you overall. Tell me what you think of the current meta down below in the comments. Guys, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. As always, I'm Treyllo, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace out.